Ruth Wairimo ndiye mgeni ambaye niko naye kutoka papa hapa katika jiji la Nakuru, na she has an amazing testimony, kwa sababu alikuwa ameshikwa na ugonjwa, yes, ambao ulimfanya akawa inakoma for 3 weeks. And let me tell you, healing yake ilifanyika wakati ambapo yuko kwenye mlima wa maombi. So which year are we talking about?
2012.
2012.
Yeah, that was the main year yenye sasa nilipitia the most challenge, but hiyo condition yenye nilikuwa nayo haikuanza that year, ilianza way back. Yes. On my first menses ilikuja na uchungu.
A lot of pain.
Yes, a lot of pain. And so many can realize that is not normal, because to me pain is not normal. So nikakuwa niko na uchungu. Every time my menses would come, I would like be bedridden for 4 days. So hadi shule ilikuwa shida, because in a month najua kuna siku 4 sitafanya anything.
Yeah.
And yangu ilikuwa inakuja na uchungu very intense, because I could even pass out. And then I'm puking, and then joto, baridi saa zingine. Yani you're just so much uncomfortable and I'm in pain.
Yeah.
So your pain nikakuwa sasa ndio hivyo sasa. That is my life now. Every month I know I have 4 days of pain and agony. And I tried going to hospitals, and what I would like to say, hii condition haijajulikana sana, because me I went through a lot, especially with the doctors and gynecologists when nilikuwa na meet your time.
Okay.
Because I don't expect to go to a doctor aniambia hiyo ni kawaida, hiyo ni kuwa mwanamke. Pain is not kawaida. When someone is in pain, that is abnormal. It means something is wrong.
Yeah.
And at least you should look for the underlying issue. So me, that's what I went through. Ni normal. Umekuwa mwanamke, ni normal. That's being a woman. Ni normal. That's being a woman.
So that's what you are being told.
Yes,
yeah.
That was now my journey.
Yeah.
And hata sasa wale tulikuwa tuna, you know when you're going through something, you look for people who are going through the same thing. So we would like have a support group. So you find that many doctors don't understand this condition. And especially we have that gap in our country. Like, to be honest, I didn't meet a gynecologist here who really understood what I was going through.
And what condition was it?
Sasa niyo walikuwa naita, at that time they were telling me it's dysmenorrhea. No, dysmenorrhea is the pain that comes with the menses. So me, that's what I knew. Na juu sasa hawanasemanga haina treatment, so what they do, they put you on under painkillers. So painkillers tu ndio wanakupatia. So because of the intense of the pain, mimi ilifika mahali hadi sasa the drugs cannot work. I even did the highest drug. Nilianza na 100 mgs, 200, 400, 500. Hata zingine nikapata from the US through a friend 600. Didn't work. So I knew now saa hii ni shida. Because every time now the pain would come, nikijua like my menses would be like kama sasa kesho kutwa nijipeleke hospitali mapema. Yes. Yeah. Inipate hospitali. Because it became a journey sasa of injections. So nina injectiwa pain. Nakumbuka kuna moja ilikuwa ya mshipa na kuna ingine ilikuwa ya nyuma. So najua in 2 days that pain is coming, nijipeleke hospitali. Hata wao ndio walikuwa nani advice. Ukijua unakuja hospitali kwanza.
Unakimbia.
Yeah. So kwanza wanidunge ndio atikikuja isikuje na ile. But still the pain would come the same way. Hata kama ilikuwa inaacha for a while. Then inakuja. So me, I lived a life of pain. Na hiyo pain, many women can relate with me who go through the same thing. I can't even explain it. It's a pain that you even feel in the head. You feel everywhere. Yeah. You can't walk. Side moja, me like now my right side ni kama hata I could feel high function vizuri.
Ni kama unakuwa paralyzed in a way.
Yeah, exactly. So from mguu kwenda hivi. So it was just a life of pain.
Wow.
A life of 4 days bedridden, puking. So it is just terrible.
And then now there is this point that we mentioned, kwamba there was a time it became now too much that you even ukaenda kwa koma.
Yeah.
By the time unakwenda kwa koma, imekuwa sasa established. What is it now that like really?
Before then, haikuwa established. Sasa ni ile ya kawaida dysmenorrhea. In fact, most of the times me I used to fight with doctors. Like I remember there is a doctor, actually nilimshika hapa. Because you can't tell me it's a kawaida thing. Sifai kusikia uchungu, so don't tell me it's kawaida. And ikafika mahali, I was diagnosed with hiyo time waliita adenomyosis. So, and then they tell you hakuna treatment ya hii kitu. So, mostly they treat it with family planning pills. Easy pills is a family planning. But with me, it was not working. Na sasa hauna zile dawa tunaambiwa meza hizi ndio za hizi condition. So what they do, they wanakuweka under painkillers. So throughout life yako lazima make sure uko na painkillers. Na sasa mimi kwangu sasa painkillers don't work anymore. So in 2011, I remember I was in so much pain. And katika hiyo hali, I don't know, vile unaweza tu anza kuandika something, I just wrote something on a paper. But when I looked, whatever I wrote, I realized it's a song. And it's a Kikuyu song. And at that time, not 2011, at that time I even asked God, a Kikuyu song eh? So I'm not born again.
By then?
Yeah. Na hata nikamwambia Mungu, God, even if I'm to sing, you see now when you're in carnality, kila kitu yako ni ya flesh. Told God, even if ni songs, please usinipe za Kikuyu. Nipe. So that's the last thing. Na nikashindwa hadi na kucompose the other verses. So ikabaki tu ikiwa hiyo one verse. So in 2012, I remember it was around late December 2011, sasa hiyo situation ikakuwa worse. Nikaanza kubleed. Bleeding ambayo sasa haiachi. So I bled, siwezi kula, nikakuwa skinny, nikaanza kuturn yellowish, whitish, sasa juu I'm bleeding. So when I went back to the hospital, wakaniambia niko na fibroids. So unaona sasa fibroids tena zimejiongeza on top of adenomyosis. So bleeding non-stop. So ikakuwa sasa my journey na mahospitali ilianzia hapo. So I'm going to one gynecologist after another, one hospital after another, hayachi. Then kuna hii myth pia, and the doctors also give it. And to me, probably it has worked for some people, but most people when nime deal now, it never really worked. Unaambiwa lazima uzae, ukizaa hiyo condition itaisha. But now my friends have been sometimes you're even tempted to do some things ndio uone kama ita work. Because personally it reached a point that I was like, kama kuzaa ndio itanitolea hii shida, I think I can do it ndio
iniondoke.
Yeah. But and that's why like me, that's how I found myself going in my first relationship. I was not going in it because I just want this pain to go away. Because ile kitu
nataka lazima umeambiwa lazima uzae ndivyo.
Ukizaa hiyo kitu itaisha. Then I realized most of my friends when wameshaza ile condition bado iko haiendi. So to me I was like, this is a myth. Na mimi kwangu ikabaki kiwa myth. So wakati niliona sasa hospitali haifanyi kazi, nikaanza sasa kutafuta hizi dawa za kienyeji. Mitishamba, unajua unaenda unaambiwa hii itahili. So me I think nimejaribu mitishamba zote. Like hakuna kitu sijatumia. Unaenda unaambiwa hapana ni hii, so unachana na hii, unajaribu nyingine. Yeah. And the more nilikuwa nakunywa hizi dawa, the more nadhoofika. So 2011 it sasa ikienda kuisha, I remember it was now 2012 now, in the beginning of 2012. Ikakuwa too much. I can't now have a normal life because I'm bleeding, I'm in pain, and now there's nothing I can do. So hata siwezi fanya kazi, hakuna kitu naweza fanya. I'm just there. And I remember one day I passed out. We were with my friends somewhere. Wakati nilipass out nikapelekwa hospitali. After kupelekwa hospitali, wakati niliamka ile hospitali nilienda waliniambia, now Ruth, because hii pain imekuwa too much, I think the only way we can help you is to do hysterectomy.
What is that now?
Hysterectomy is when they remove now your uterus.
And now you know that comes along with a lot of...
Sasa, shida on top of it. But let me tell you something. Because of the pain that I was going through, and because of the pain that I had experienced, mimi ndio niliwaambia twendeni hiyo theater. Yes. Call the surgeon, let's do it. But now you can't do this when there is no next of kin. So waliniuliza nani yako around? Nikamwambia it's my sister. So it's my sister who came. Akaniambia, Ruth, no. Do you even know how old you are? Because at that time I don't think I was even 25.
Who's telling you that now?
My sister. But now when I look at my sister, naona akiwa adui. because I'm like, you have no idea what I've been through. Yes, and you have no idea the pain and you have no idea the misery. That's why unaniambia hivi. But sistangu ndiye alikataa. Actually mimi nasemanga ndiye aliniokoa kwa hiyo situation. But at that time no way. And how comes you've never told anyone? Because by the way, during it journey yote hakuna mtu nilikuwa nimeambia.
Hata home?
Hata so my family they didn't know. Story at home is another story by itself.
Altogether.
Yeah, and I was like, hata nikiwaambia, they won't do much to help because I'm from a very humble background and nilikuwa naona nitawasumbua tu bure. Na that time mimi ndio nilikuwa nafanya job, so mostly ndio mimi nilikuwa nategemea because I had a small sister at that time that I was taking care of. Kalikuwa kamezaliwa tu ni kadogo, so familia yangu sana ilikuwa imeniangalia that time. So mimi I knew nikiwaambia hii itakuwa pigo. Yeah. And at that time I'm already done. My savings, everything is gone. So sistangu was like, ilianza lini? Mbona hujaisema? So sistangu ni akaniambia, no, you're going home. No matter what, unaenda home. Na hiyo operation hautafanyiwa. So that's how now, after kufanya everything. Me, I had told God, kama this is going to take away the pain.
Na iwe.
Yes. Because my life ni pain after pain, injections after injection. Nilikuwa nimeprikiwa mwili mzima. Hata watu kuniona tu hivi washajua, huyu yuko sawa. What is wrong with this one? Because at that time sasa niko chini. So I remember it while after I went home, hiyo pain ilikuja sasa na intensity. One day, tukiwa jioni hapa na my mom. And then mom was like, no, we need to go to the hospital now. It was like an emergency. Ni gari tafutwe, Ruth amekuwa msick, tumpeleke hospitali. So I was taken to Nazareth Hospital, the one in Limuru. So when we went, when the doctors saw me, sijui ni nini wali test na wakapata na wakabaki itapelekwa theater. And but sasa hii si hysterectomy. It's like there's something I don't know, it's a growth. Because now sasa hii condition imetoka adenomyosis imeenda endometriosis. Endometriosis is whereby now you have some growth zinamea outside your uterus. Yani zimemea mahali hazifai kumea. Na sasa hizo growth ndio hata zina bleed. So they're causing you so much pain. Terrible pain. So now me at that time I don't even want to hear anything. So me I was just told, Ruth, tutakupeleka theater. Me I was like, it's okay. So we went to the theater, but wakati nilitoka theater, pain ilikuwa sasa double times.
Yenye umekuwa ukipitia.
Yes. No, the pain was double. So I was traumatized. So at that time hakuna hata kitu nataka, I just want God to kill me. So I'm even telling God, kill me then.
I don't want to live anymore.
I don't want to live anymore. Because even before then, by then I had even tried suicide. Because I was like, I can't live with this pain. And I remember I took pills. Yes, I took so many pills. But in fact, my family will be shocked when they hear this. But wakati nilimeza zile dawa, zilianza kuruka kamoja. Like, kamoja ndio wako. Hizo dawa zilitoka. And then na
ushazimeza zinatoka hivyo?
Zinatoka. Nishazimeza na sasa nimekaa tu, I'm just waiting maybe for a reaction or something. But zilianza to my surprise.
God is like, what are you doing?
That is what was happening. Hadi kamwisho kakatoka. And because I was like, I'm all alone, I'm going through this alone. And then financially niko strained. And by the way, when I was going through this situation, things arose. Unapata saa hiyo ndio watu wanakutenga. Actually kama nishai face rejection in my life.
It was during that time.
During that time. Because number one, the people that I expected probably they would help me at that time, they were not there. They actually mimi nilikuwa naambiwa na pretend. That the message that was going out there. Anajifanya. Maybe ni pesa anataka, tulishawazoea. That was a story. So you see, this is why I was choosing ni ended through this pain alone and maybe nikufe tu niondoke. But sasa watu walikuja kuniamini later, sasa wakati nimeenda sasa Kenyatta, nimeadmitiwa. Now the doctor is even asking my mom, wewe ulikuwa na huyo mtoto nyumbani? So I've gone through theater, I've gone through surgery, but nothing. In fact, it is worse. Hata afadhali sasa wangeniguza. So after that, I told them to take me home. I just want to go home. But after walipo nipeleka nyumbani, hiyo pain sasa ilikuja ikiwa intense, singe move sasa. Nikakuwa stiff. I can't move my neck, I can't move my head, and I don't want to see lights, and I don't want noise. because every time I would hear something small, I hear screeching in my head.
So the pain is all over.
Now the pain is all
Kichwa
over.
wapi,
Kichwa
tumbo,
kila
nini?
mahali.
Yeah.
Sasa sijielewi na sasa nimekuwa stiff because of the pain. So I remember mama kaambiwa na a friend of ours, peleka huyu mtoto Kenyatta. Like umemzungusha so many private hospitals, let her go to Kenyatta. So immediately tulifika casualty. In fact, me I say it's because people talk about Kenyatta, but me the picture I have of Kenyatta is very different, because actually I really got a lot of help in Kenyatta Hospital. And wakati tulifika tu kwa shati, daktari alikuja akaniona tu, the only thing I remember is him asking my mom, yani ulikuwa na huyu mtoto kwa nyumba? So they took me in very fast, katafutia stretcher, nikapelekwa. Actually, because after there I don't remember so much, because the pain made me pass out now at that time.
Yeah.
Everything was done that night. CT scan, tests zote, kila kitu in Kenyatta now. Because when you go to Kenyatta Hospital, even if uko na results za hospitali zingine, they don't work with those results.
Yes.
Kenyatta wanazanga scratch. So hata zile scans zote nilikuwa nimepigwa hadi Nazareth, they didn't use them. Walifanya yes, upya. So everything had to be done. And hiyo diagnosis ya endometriosis nilipewa huko sasa.
Ndiko sasa wakajua.
So from there mimi sikujikumbuka anymore, because I remember now when I regained consciousness, I found myself with pipes all over like everywhere, because my mom tells me kwanza my veins collapsed. Veins zangu zili collapse zote, so hata singepewa dawa, so they had to do another minor surgery where they insert something called central line. Yeah. Sasa hapo ndio wanakuwekea dawa and everything. And then now, because you can't feed, they have to put you in pipes, catheters, everything now. No, I'm there. Ruth hajijui, hajielewi, na hivyo ndivyo ameenda. And after some time, ikasemekana that there are no chances that I'm gonna make. Yeah. And wakaita
in Kenyatta, that is?
Yeah, that is Kenyatta Hospital. Yes. Wakaita my mom and wakamfanyia counseling na akamwambia sisi, to be honest, we have done our part. Sasa hiyo mingine labda tuachie Mungu afanye Kenya anataka na huyo mtoto, because
hapa ni sasa.
Yeah. And the moment that news got out there, wow, watu ni wale. People came in their numbers to see me as the last time. Juu daktari amesema Ruth is going to die, so mwenye anataka kwenda kuona Ruth aende amuone. Yeah. So that is the news at il spread ushago, and people came to see Ruth for the last time. And
no, unawajua hawa watu wewe?
Of course I know them.
So sasa umeregain hiyo nini?
After sasa nimeregain, I know everything that happened. And sikufichi, matanga yangu hata ilikuwa ishaanza kupangwa. Yes, probably they think that I don't know, but I know everything. Hata ile nguo nilikuwa nivalishwa ilikuwa. Yes. Yes.
Siku ya mazishi.
Earlier on kulikuwa kumefanyika harusi home. So kuna nguo nilikuwa nimeshona. So hiyo nguo sikuwa nimeivaa mara mbili, because immediately after that wedding, actually I think that week, ndio hizi drama yote ya hospitali na nini imefanyika. So akasema unaona ile nguo ya harusi jua hata kuvaa mara mbili ndio tutambalisha. Unaona mahali fulani hapo ndio atazikwa. Juu brother zake amezikwa hapo. So that's what happened. Like they are already done with you. You know, I would expect that this is the time that people would be praying with you.
How
this
did
is the
you
time
know
that people would pray.
all this?
After nimeamka, I knew everything. To an extent of even asking someone, why would you wish death on someone? Why would you do that? Because babu hata after I woke up, hao watu wengi wako wanaweza kuniface. You see how someone sees you and they run?
Because of the things they...
Yes, they had said and everything. So that is what happened. People dismissed me and I went through a lot of rejection at that time.
Hii point ya kutojijua ndio ya koma?
Yeah. Sasa hapo ndio nimeenda. So after they came and saw me and they are done with me, I hear that night is when God decides this one is not going anywhere. And I think also God alikuwa amefika point, which I'm saying that this is a story that probably I'll share another time. I had lost like 4 of my brothers. And this was not even my first time to go in the machine. My mom tells me when I was born, I went to the machine. And so I started realizing there are patterns, funny patterns that are happening at home. Probably when watu wengine wako wameanza kufunguka macho. So mimi nikaanza kurealize hiki tu sisi.
Kuna kasaiko fulani.
Yeah, there's a cycle and a demonic pattern, allow me to call it that. Because even my brothers would, after tumefanya research na tumefanya nini, they all died. Imagine tukua tumeona. Sasa after salvation yangu na nini ndio nimeanza kurealize they all died on the same date. 15th of August. 15th of August. 15th of August.
How many?
4. 15th of August, all of them died on that date. And yes. So mom is the only person aliambia madaktari when the rest had given up on me. Sasa hata wakuji hospitali anymore. Akaambia daktari, if Ruth is still breathing, I don't believe that God is still done with her. So wacheni akae tu hapo hadi Mungu kama atamchukua amchukue. So that is the night that God decides, this is my daughter, she's not going anywhere. And that's why I tell people, like, sometimes never dismiss someone when you don't know the force that is working behind them. That is the day that I wake up. So when my mom is coming to the hospital the following day, hanipati mahali nilikuwa. So the first thing that you would think, kai mwana wako ni aradhire, like my daughter is already gone. Yeah. Then a woman tells her, hapana, Ruth ameamka, mwangalia in the next.
Oh my God.
So she comes, she's shocked, she can't, she's surprised. Because aliacha mtu haongei, mtu ameenda.
Na mapipe na nini kila mahali. Na sasa mpaka inaonekana sasa hata atazikwa pale.
Sasa amepata mtu ambaye anaongea lakini atajui anasema nini but anaongea. Na hata akapata ati nimefungwa mikono nao kwa bed because when I woke up mimi sikuwa naelewa ni nini nimewekwa vitu mingi, so I was trying to pull them out. Yes. And now because of this central line, you know, it's connected to the, I don't know, the biggest artery. Sasa ukivuta naweza bleed and then that's it. Yeah. So they had to tie me. So mapata mtu amefungwa anaongea. And that's how God woke me up. So now that's where my journey started. But now the pain still did not go away. The pain, I experienced as a pain monthly kama kawaida. And at that time I found myself at a very bad place with God. Aki nilikuwa nampigia kelele. Like when I would wake up every morning and find myself alive, I would like tell God enough. And then people are dying. Have you ever seen people dying in a ward, unaachwa peke yako? Wengine wanakuja wanakufa unaachwa. And then yet you are the most sick. I remember that is the month Mishuki and Jenga Karume died. So they died in 2012. The same month. So I'm like, sasa kama mioyo huwa inauzwa, sasa ningeuzia tu hawa watu because now and they are good, they have money and all that. So where did they die? And so I had a very good doctor. She was called Dr. Nyumba. And God bless her so much. And all the nurses that took care of me in Kenyatta, everybody was awesome. Including watu wa chakula, including watu wa kuosha. Me, they would feed me, they would clean me. There was just a divine favor.
And you mentioned that you're healing now, the pain going away. Because the pain is no longer there as you speak. Ni wakati you're seeking the Lord.
Yes.
Where?
I was seeking the Lord. I remember now, when God now called me, at this time bado, imagine bado, nimeokoka ile religion. I go to church, ni ile mnasemanga nimeokoka. Lakini hatujui wokovu ni nini. So, there was the time God demanded for my attention. Now that is another story. And when people say that the biggest battle in this world is the battle of destinies, it is true. Because now I can confidently say that the devil was really after my destiny. Imagine God taking you through all that, bringing you out of that coma. Na bado unatembea tu religion. Unaona maisha ni kawaida, but it is not kawaida. Life is very spiritual. So one day God really demanded for my attention. At this time, I'm running away now. I want to go to the US.
You want to go to the US?
Yes. In fact, my kupotea kwa bakora. Because number one, because of my background, kuna vitu I was running away from also. And now pia nilikuwa nasikia hii condition madaktari wengi wanajua kutreat wako US. And also kuna supplements pia, supplements zenye nilikuwa natumia zina work kidogo, zilikuwa zinatoka huko. And for me they were very expensive. In fact, si mtu mmoja hata huko America nimejaribu ku approach. Naambia please nitumieni hizi supplements. Like send me these supplements because they are supposed to treat this and this condition. So some would send, watu wengine watatuma, and they were not cheap. So sometimes I would like borrow money from people, nazitumana, then I go broke, zikiisha sina zingine. So it was a real painful journey for me. So when God demanded for my attention, nilisha book embassy, and someone is helping me out with my paperwork and everything. So wakati niko so busy is when I hear in my spirit, I want you to go and tarry in my presence for this long. But wakati niliangalia zile siku, nikaona mimi sijawahi and such a long fast. And I said no. By the way, I'm going to the US. Nikasema hapana, hii ni long. And pia nikipiga mahesabu, nilikuwa naenda sasa US in like 2 months.
Ni kitu iko confirmed like sasa
nisha book
and you are sure you are going to the US?
Yes, nisha lipa everything.
Mpaka date?
Yes. Everything.
And then now at that point that's when God is telling you.
Yes.
Akwambia ukaombe US.
Anataka hapa. Na nikamwambia by the way, mimi sipendi kukonda, naogopa kukonda.
You're telling that to God?
Yes. Mimi sikondi. Okay, I don't even know that it's God. Mimi nimesikia tu mtu tunaongea na mtu and it was a serious conversation.
No, namsikia
like in my spirit. Sasa tunaongea.
Kuna conversation hapa.
Yes, there is a conversation. So I'm like, where mimi naenda maju. Na siwezi konda please. So you tuisha off too.
Now.
So guess what happens?
What happened?
Embassy America inafungwa.
Wachia hapo.
Yes.
Oh my. Allah.
Yes.
Spendi kukonda wewe.
Na mimi naenda US. Naenda maju bwana.
Na nitaenda tu.
And I've gone through a lot. Kenya is not for me.
Poo.
Embassy closes. Yes.
Rugo Irimo. He. Mpenzi mtazamaji. Umesikia vile ambavyo amepitia hali ngumu. You know, magonjwa. Amefika mpaka hospitalini. Mpaka watu sasa wameambiwa, sasa madaktari vile ambavyo wamesema. That's why kuna wimbo wake Joines Kileo, ni maneno ya nani unayosikiliza? Ni maneno ya mwanadamu ama ni maneno ya Mungu? Ripoti ya Mungu ndio bora zaidi. Mpaka imesemekana kwamba siku anakufa ile nguo yenye alisimamia nayo Wedo, hiyo tu ndio atavalishwa. Alafu juu ndugu yake alizikwa pale, atazikwa papo hapo. So even those people ambao walikuwa wanakuja kumuona hospitalini Kenyatta, hawakuji kumuona eti kwa sababu sasa wanataka apone. Ni kwa sababu ya ripoti ambazo zilifika nje ya kwamba she is leaving this world. Guess what? Mungu naye akasema mnakuja kumuona mkifikiria ni kwenda, anaenda, haendi popote. Mungu akamregeshea uhai. Then imefika na mahali deal imepangwa, nataka kwenda US. Then God anasema nawe. And then she's like, no, I'm not gonna fast because sitaki kukonda. Na sasa sauti zingine mimi kwangu ni strange because kama unavyosikia before yeye wokovu alikuwa anichukulia tu in a very religious way. Kwa nini sinaenda church? Kwa nini nyingine? Sasa Mungu akajua, so insist utaenda US, milango ya embassy pa. Now next week atakuwa anatuambia milango imefungiwa nini. You know,
1 year 6 months.
Si tukutane next week utupe part 2.
Yeah.
Kamete is my good name. Have a good night. Bye bye.